Zone focusing is a bit flawed, at least in the way it is explained typically, and also a bit overly complicated it seems. The concept is valid. Pre-focus your lens to a specific distance or zone before taking a picture, rather than focusing on a single subject. Basically creating a point-and-shoot setup. The depth of field scales are typically found on vintage cameras rather than modern autofocus models. However, the scales were designed with full-frame cameras in mind and therefore inaccurate when using the technique or lens on a crop sensor, sometimes off by as much as 2 stops. When shooting a vintage full-frame lens on an APS-C crop sensor, if you set your lens aperture ring to f11, your actual sharp zone of focus will align with the f8 markings on the barrel. On a micro four thirds sensor, if your aperture ring is set to f11, your real-world focus zone aligns closer to the f5.6 markings. F8 and be there. The phrase was coined by legendary New York photographer Artur Fellig, known for being the first to arrive at crime scenes. He took the nickname Weegee, a reference to Weegee board, because of his uncanny ability to arrive at crime scenes before the police. More about him later. While his camera was quite different, the basic concept still applies today with perhaps some small tweaks. The modern setup. Use a wide to normal prime lens, like a 28mm or 35mm. Set your camera to aperture priority mode and select f8 or f11. Use auto ISO with a minimum shutter speed of 1/250. Turn the focus ring to infinity, perhaps back it off slightly. Roughly everything from 10 feet to infinity is an acceptable focus. Depending on your gear, results may vary slightly. Get just a bit comfortable with this procedure, and you can do it in the dark, and perhaps even blindfolded. The rise of Weegee. By 1935, Artur became a freelance press photographer. He documented New York City during the Depression and World War II eras. His style was raw and high contrast. He captured murders, fires, car crashes, and the reactions of onlookers. In 1945, he published a photo book called Naked City, which was both a critical and commercial triumph. The book depicted a city of stark contrasts, showing wealthy opera-goers alongside homeless citizens sleeping on fire escapes. The title was later purchased for a famous Hollywood film Noir and a television series. His work fundamentally reshaped photojournalism, elevating tabloid news photography into the realm of fine art.
There are 8 million stories in the naked city. This has been one of them.